Well, what the... Where's the truck? Stay tuned, guys. You'll see. Welcome back, guys, for another episode of Too Many Toys Jake. Today we're going to be working on the Mazda b2200. We're going to be trying to do the clutch system on it. We might be doing a couple other little things, but we're going to try and get it to move. There is a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to have to do the master cylinder on it, the clutch master on it. It is physically stuck right now. So we're going to get to that first things first. But if you guys haven't seen the last video, make sure to go check it out. We put a whole new fuel system on this thing, but running on its own. Runs great. It's like a freaking kitten. So make sure you guys go watch that. Also, if you can, I noticed that 93% of you guys watching aren't subscribed. So if you could, please go over and give me a subscribe. Give me like a thumbs up if you guys like the video. And that's it. It's nice and easy. So anyways, we're going to get to it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what we're taking off today for the master of the clutch cylinder. It shouldn't be too hard because everything isn't all rusted. So we're going to get right to it, and I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do. Right, so this is what we're going to have to change out today. We are changing this out. So this is the clutch for the master cylinder, since these have a hydraulic clutch system. So basically what we have to do is I got to take off the line that runs all the way to the transmission. And then unfortunately the shitty part with these, the bolts for the actual clutch master are underneath the dash on this one. So unfortunately, being with trucks so low, I'm gonna have to lay on the ground. But I'm gonna show you guys quickly where they are. If you look really close. See those two bolts right there? I know they're hard to see. 1, 2 on the other side of the bracket. Those are the ones we're gonna be taking off. So it's basically just the 2 bolts, brake line, and then it should come right off. Now the reason I'm taking this one off is because they have a little piston inside them, and they're known for actually resting up and seizing after sitting a long time, which this one has. So you can actually put your foot to the floor on the pedal and it doesn't come back. So that means that the piston isn't coming back and forth. So that is why we were changing that out. And then after that, we're gonna have to bleed it down at the slave cylinder. Hopefully the slave cylinder is still good. If not, I got another one, so we can put that on as well, and then we'll just bleed the whole system. And then we have to unseize the rear wheels. That's going to be the fun part, but we'll do that. And then I got a bunch of other little stuff too. If we get far enough today, we got I picked up a new electric fan for it, wiring and a switch for the fuel pump to make that all nice. Maybe an oil chain, a couple of little things. It's a nice sunny day out, so we're gonna try and get as much as we can done. So I'm gonna hop on that master cylinder right now and see what happens. Hopefully I can get this loosened up here with no problems. See you in a bit, guys. Yes, it's coming, guys. You're doing this, you're going to want to use a line wrench on these, because if you don't, they can strip really easy. Luckily I put a little bit of heat to mine, used the vice grips to break it free, and now she's coming. That was one of the biggest parts I was worried about, is getting this done here. No, it's gonna come squirting out of me because of all the pressure. Is it leaked out already? Sweet, guys, we got the line free. Look at that. Yes, that's a win right there. So now we gotta go underneath the truck and we gotta do those 2 bolts. You see that? Look at that. That's pretty cool. You know you're badass when you're driving your 1920 or 1930s car around in the snow. Okay. And I forgot a flashlight. Great. All right, guys, so now we got that out, we're gonna take these 2 bolts out. So basically we got 2 bolts, one here and one there. We get those 2 out and that thing should just pop right off. So I'm gonna get to that. We got one. We're doing this. Do this with a short socket. And there we go, guys. 1 and 2. Woo. So now we got those 2 out. We should be able to just come here, grab our master, and boom, slide it right out. Yeah, see? All right, guys, yeah, so as you can see here, the piston is supposed to be flush with this C-clip here, and it's pushed all the way in. So that means when that rod there was being pushed in, it's supposed to come back out with the pressure and push the clutch back up, but it's not because it's stuck in there. So that's perfect, just what I thought. We're gonna get our new master cylinder on there, get everything all bled up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I got the new master all bled. I'm gonna put it in the truck now. Bench bled anyways. I'm gonna put it in the truck, tighten it all down, put the old brake line on it, and then we're gonna have to bleed it down at the actual slave cylinder. So I'm gonna go put this on now, and once I got this all put back on, I'll show you guys what I did. All right, guys, so I put the clutch master on. Unfortunately, well, that works, so that's good, but I moved down to the slave, and I think the slave's all seized up, so I'm gonna take the slave off. I got another one, so I'm gonna put that one on, then hopefully that fixes our problem. Hopefully the clutch isn't all seized up to the pressure plate. We'll see, hopefully not. So I'm gonna get this done. I'll show you quickly. It's pretty simple. It's just 2 bolts and then 1 brake line. So basically there it is there. So we're gonna have to take off this brake line here. Well, easiest thing to do is loosen it, and then take the 2 bolts off for the slave itself, and then just spin it off, because this rubber line is 1 piece. So unfortunately it won't just spin off. So I'm gonna get that off, and then once I got that off, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so we got the slave cylinder off now. It definitely was just as bad as the master cylinder. It was froze right up. There was no way of getting that free. Luckily I ordered another one, so I got that here. We're gonna throw that on. I'll show you guys now I got it off. So it's nice and easy, just 2 bolts. This was the push rod that came out of it, and that's what the inside of it looked like. So as you can see, not the best. This is what they're supposed to look like. Yeah, big difference. We're gonna throw the new one on, and then hopefully this will fix the problem and we don't have to do the clutch. So I'm gonna do that now, and then you'll either know we're doing good or we're doing bad. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. So I got the slave cylinder on. I got everything all bled. I had help of one of my buddies. He's also got a YouTube channel, Grinders and Paint. Go check it out. He helped me bleed this thing. He's got a couple cool videos on there you guys should check out. But anyways, I'll show you guys what I did. So we got the new slave cylinder on. We got the 2 bolts in. We got it all bled up from here. We got to unseize the rear brakes, which I'm going to do right now. And then after I do that, cross my fingers that it should move. So we're going to do that now, and then hopefully the next time you see me, we'll be driving around the parking lot. Alright guys, this wheel's been on there 20 years. Let's see if she comes off. Oh, 20 years. I've seen wheels on 2 or 3 weeks and they don't come off that fucking easy. Alright guys, so I'll show you what I'm dealing with here. So Here's our rotor. Oh yeah, this is gonna be full as shit. You can already tell. So just gonna give her some heat around here, start hitting with a hammer, and then hopefully this will come off and you guys are gonna see a lot of shit, I'll tell you that much. So I'm gonna get to it. Hopefully this works. Hopefully. All right, so I'm all done the rear wheels. I decided to stop the camera because it's a lot of screaming, yelling, and shit that you guys don't really want to hear, but it is done. So what happened was the shoes were actually stuck to the drum, so getting the drums off wasn't fun, but I got them. So what I ended up doing is I just took the whole hardware out of all the brake system for now, just so I can move the truck around. So I'm gonna obviously get new brake stuff. So that is all done. Both wheels are done now. Unfortunately, it seemed like the axle had a pinhole in it and it got a little bit of water in it, so who knows how the inside of it is. I'm probably gonna have to do a gear fluid change, but I think the last thing to do now is to start her up and see if she moves. What do you guys think? You guys think she's gonna move? I sure hope so, because it's been a lot of work. So I'm gonna put you guys in the back of the truck here. I'm gonna jump in this little guy and we're gonna see if it moves for the first time in 20 years. And we're gonna move. We haven't even moved it out of the spot yet that we dropped it off in. So we're gonna be moving it from this spot, first time in 20 years, see if the truck moves. Oh, I'm excited. Let's do it. The first drive, 20 years, try and move this thing. Fingers crossed, here we go. There you have it, guys. She moves. 20 years. She moved right on her own power, just like she was driving yesterday. Rolls absolutely mint. Needs new tires, but there she is. It's finally moved. So we're gonna do its first little drive and we're gonna take it over to the house. Finally take it over to the house. So let's go for our first little drive. All right, guys, so let's go. The one thing I gotta do still is finish the wiring for the fuel pump. So before I take off, I have to put on this wire for the fuel pump. Close the hood. All right, here we go. First little maiden voyage in 20 years. Hopefully we can make it. All right, here we go, guys. Woo! Looks like we're a little bit low in the front. Oh, we're doing it! Oh! And we made it, guys. First cruise. We made it. It's a little bumpy and we got a lot of work to do, but we made it. guys, here we go. Here it is. Finally, after 20 years, the Mazda moved on its own to a different parking lot, to a different place. Now, I said at the beginning of this video, I got a bunch of work to do to it. Today, the day's kind of over. It took me a long time to get those freaking rear brakes off. That was hell. So, next video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an electric fan on it. We're gonna do an oil change. We are gonna wire up properly on a switch the fuel pump, and then we're gonna go over the truck. We're gonna clean it. The inside needs a good cleaning. We're gonna do a bunch of wiring. Needs to be cut out from the old air ride. Bunch of little stuff. So that's gonna be on the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited to have this thing moving after 20 years. It was a lot of work. Complete fuel system, ignition system, clutch system almost, rear brakes taken off. So it was a lot of work, but it's saved. It's running and driving. So now it can only go up from here, guys. 82% of you guys are watching videos are not subscribed. So what's keeping you from just pressing that button? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.